Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get started. It's 1 o'clock. My name is Rory Powers, and today's presentation is going to be on the AI AutoTrader, which leverages some self-learning technology, artificial intelligence, and we've really come a long way on optimizing and building this system out. And I'm going to give you some new information on where we're at, go over which strategies are working the best, and answer any questions that you might have. If you stick around to the end, I do have a special offer, and we would love to have you part of our trading family. And that's what we consider our members, part of our trading family. And we're in this journey together. So I've got a really great presentation, the AI AutoTrader. I like to call it prop trading on steroids. Whether you trade a prop account, a live account, we've got something that will give you an edge when trading the financial markets. So let's get the CFTC out of the way. This presentation is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please do yourself a favor and consult with a licensed financial advisor. With that being said, I always like to start off introducing my team, but I'm going to take just a minute before I do that. I'm not going to play the testimonial because it's a little long and it's Saturday and I want you to enjoy your weekend. But I think it's important to know that one of our newest members, Marcy, a beautiful woman, a lady of God, very spiritual, and completely honest and transparent. But she was a brand new trader, absolutely brand new to futures trading. She did trade Forex in the past, but when it came to prop trading or futures trading, she was completely green, a total newbie. She came to Right Line Trading about 30 or 45 days ago. She started with zero experience, zero knowledge. We set her up on the AI AutoTrader, and just about 6 weeks into her trading journey, she already has 10 funded accounts with Apex. And that's what her video testimonial that she was kind enough to share with us. She really wanted the trading community to know that she found a home with Right Line Trading, and that she's been able to accomplish in a very short manner tremendous success by trading the AI AutoTrader in her prop accounts. So with that being said, there is hope. There is hope. I come with a message of hope. Let me keep going. Okay. So it's important to know that it's not me alone that's pulling the switches and flipping the levers back here at Right Line Trading. I happen to be part of an extremely talented and educated team. Our mandate here at Right Line Trading is to help develop innovative trading strategies that help predict the future direction of price. I think that's what, basically the purpose of having an indicator is on your chart, is to provide you with an edge in determining what the future direction of price is going to be. And man, that is valuable information. I always use the analogy, it's like having the winning lottery numbers before the drawing. Before the opening bell rings, you know which way the market's going to go. Well, that's $1 million information. I think what distinguishes Right Line Trading from our competitors, among one thing among many, is that we actually trade on the right edge of the chart every morning, Monday through Friday. When that opening bell rings, we lay it all out there for the world to see. We have a couple of futures traders with Craig Emery. We have our prop trader with David Kushner. We have an expert options trader in David Wise. Wow, this David Wise, maintains a 90% win rate. Extremely talented options trader. And behind the desks here at Right Line Trading, we have Brock Miller. Brock is a great guy. He's a college student. He's getting his degree in computer science, and he's a really valuable member of our team. We also have our guys with their master's degrees. We've got Mr. Charles Sider and Sergio Luque Rodriguez. Good old Charles. Charles was a member of Right Line Trading for as for as long as I can remember. He was a client that purchased our software. He's you know an avid trader. He's been trading for probably a dozen, maybe 20 years now. But his background um, is in software development and software engineering and computer science. He has a master's degree from UCLA. He's an engineer to the bone. Make sure the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. And I always say, he's made it. He's made it his mission because a lot of our members were inquiring about VPSs. Well, he made it his mission to learn every VPS available to mankind and what specs they offer, and whether or not it's a good value for our members. So he's a giver, and he's extremely experienced and knowledgeable when it comes to computers. Sergio, what can I say? Sergio, I've been working with Sergio for close to 10 years now. He brings complex algorithms, mathematical modeling, and now artificial intelligence, brings it to life on the NinjaTrader 8, and he's also done some development on a few other platforms as well. He also has a master's degree from FIU down here in Miami, Florida. The team is led by the owner of Right Line Trading, Mr. Mark Miller, who has his MBA from Cal State, a U.S. Army vet. And every time I introduce anyone from the military, I get goosebumps because very patriotic guy, love the country. And anybody who has served this great country really deserves a tremendous amount of respect and gratitude. And Mark Miller did serve in the U.S. Army. And I think really what Mark Miller has brought to the table is really extraordinary. Knowing the history of the company, Mark Sachs was the founder and was a mathematical genius, one of the smartest guys I've ever met in my life. But he really built and left us a foundation of indicators that were built on mathematical modeling, only to pass the baton to Mark Miller, who has his MBA from Cal State in robotics and automation. He's an engineer as well. So it was kind of all things work together for the good. And I'm very pleased because I have a 30-year mortgage. So it was a great handoff, and the future of the company is extremely bright. And I'm really excited to be part of this team. So I just want to give you a brief introduction of the voice that you hear. My name's Rory Powers. I'm a Syracuse University graduate. I've been trading the financial markets for about 10 years now. And I've worn several hats here at Right Line Trading. My favorite is answering the phones. I love talking to people. Excuse me. And I've had the privilege and the honor to get to know a lot of you that I see here today. And really to get to know you over the years has been my pleasure. So I've answered the phones here. Not only that, but I help develop the strategies and do tech support and some training as well. So I've worn several hats here at Right Line Trading, and I reside down in South Florida. And really, my true love and joy is in saltwater fishing. No, I'm kidding. Is in my family. God has blessed me. God has blessed me with a beautiful wife and two beautiful children. In fact, this is a very recent picture. This was just from this past week. We went over to Fort Myers. That's one of our favorite places to bring the kids. Fort Myers Beach, we kind of got in right after Tropical Storm Debbie came. And we snuck in about 3 or 4 days on Fort Myers Beach and had a beautiful time. This other picture here, my other passion is saltwater fishing, which absolutely, excuse me, comes second to my family. But this is a picture of about a year ago. And I wanted to include it today because it has a picture of Mark and Sergio, as well as myself. And it was a great day. We were down in the Keys. And we went out fishing all day. We caught some grouper, tilefish, some snapper. And when we got in, there was a restaurant down in the Keys. I forget the name of it, but they actually cook your catch. Then it is the freshest seafood. Excuse me, let me clear my throat. Extremely fresh seafood, so it was a great day. And that was with Mark, myself, and Sergio. So let's get on with the presentation. The genesis of the AI AutoTrader has been listen, we've all experienced as traders. I've had the privilege of speaking to so many people over the years, and we all share a common, issues on our trading journey. It's not a straight path with no speed bumps or roadblocks. We've all experienced problems with consistency, and it's due to a number of different reasons. My personal pitfall has been they refer to them in trading as these emotional errors. I think of someone with emotional problems laying on the couch in a psychologist's office, with their feet propped up on the couch. But in trading, it's a little different. It's these inherent personality traits that we have genetically inbred into us. We can blame it on our old man or, from our genes, but human beings have personalities, and they come to find out that the vast majority of these personality traits that we share as humans do not lend well to being a good trader. There's only a very small percentage of people that can kind of put themselves in a zone and channel out all of those emotions and anxiety and be an effective trader. David Wise happens to be one of those people. Me, on the other hand, am not one of those people. And if you're not, don't worry. There is hope, and I bring a message of hope, and I'm going to show you a viable solution. But a few other common problems other than these emotional problems. We've all bought indicators or trading systems that just didn't work. They weren't as described, or they just didn't work for us. Or they just didn't have a proven trading methodology that was sustainable. And it all leads really to the same cold, desolate place. I think of our member in George out in the frozen tundra up in upstate New York. Blowing out your trading account has to be one of the coldest, most desolate places to be. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to bed at night talking to myself because I blew out another trading account, and I wanted to throw it in the towel. But I can say one thing about traders, and we are perseverers. We are not crybabies. We take defeat and keep coming back for more. And it's this unquenchable desire to succeed that ultimately I believe will lead to success. So it has been my team's commitment to bring this to an end. And with the AI AutoTrader, listen, when it comes to the right edge of the chart at 9:30 a.m., the talking heads, our own personal biases, our opinions, they're really not worth very much, if anything at all. Really, what it boils down to is really the technicals. And we've narrowed it down actually to two things that we believe will create trading success. And the first being we want a tool set. We want to have, and I always like to bring in the analogy of going to battle, because that's kind of what it is. And who we're in a battle with are the other retail traders. We're not really going to win against the large investment firms or hedge funds. They've got too much money. They're too big and powerful. So who we're really at battle with are the other retail traders. So it would really be a huge benefit to have a tool set that's more powerful than the one that they're using. We want to have an edge over all other retail traders. So those are the top number one thing that we need to succeed. And number two, because we suffer from these human errors that I've described in my previous slide, Ideally, we'd like to have a trading system that can do it for us automatically. And with the technology that's coming forward now, the new breakthroughs with artificial intelligence, if you don't know it, we are in the midst of an AI revolution. I was in the Investors Summit on Thursday, and his name is Oscar Carboni. And Oscar was talking about the AI and the AI stocks, NVIDIA. Man, what a roller coaster month we've had. We had that huge sell off and now a big bounce back. A couple of good news reports, and we're, right back in business, looking for an interest rate cut in September that, might, skyrocket the market. Who knows? But Oscar was saying that we're in the midst of an AI revolution. And he equated it to the invention of the automobile. So I think we're just scratching the surface of the full capabilities of what artificial intelligence, the true value of it. So the benefits from using our AI AutoTrader, I always like to lay down a little bit of a foundation here. Oh, jeez, you're kidding me. Testing. Samuel says there's no audio. Let me just check my audio. I would hate to have said all of that for nothing. Oh, thank God, Michael. You just made it. You just made my day. Hey, Ron, I'm going to get to that. I promise. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's get going. I'm going to get to the new features in just a minute. I've got some members of our community that haven't seen my webinar before, so I just need to cover all the bases. But I'll do it as quickly as I can. So the benefits from using our AI AutoTrader, it eliminates human error. I like to refer to them as the bonehead moves we make. In a fast-moving market that's extremely news-driven, and fumbling around on a platform that a lot of us aren't even that familiar with, is extremely difficult. Knowing where to put your stop and your profit targets. When we go from in a news-driven market, we can go from a ranging sideways market to a market that's trending and shooting off like a rocket ship in the matter of seconds. So the main benefits is that our stops and our profit targets are going to be placed in the most ideal locations based on the range of the market. The trade management is going to be done for us. And if you're a prop trader, we have the solution to getting you funded. They're called our one-day passes, and a little more about that in just a few minutes. So I want to just highlight some of our most powerful strategies. The AI AutoTrader consists of a very diversified portfolio of strategies. We cover all of the futures index equities. What I mean by that is the ES, the S&P 500 futures, the NASDAQ futures, the Russell futures, and the Dow futures. We also diversified in crude oil and gold. So we have our finger on the pulse of the market. What large institutions love to do is what they call sector rotation. And they like to put their equity where risk is at its lowest. And being able to trade these strategies on a diversified portfolio, it gives us an indication of where they're putting their money in and where they're pulling it out of. And we can capitalize on that information by leveraging this system. So the system runs on NinjaTrader 8, and our most consistent strategy over the past 15 or 16 months has been our cash register strategy that runs on the ES. It runs on a 5-minute data series, a 5-minute bar type, I should say. And what really keeps us in the game with this strategy and all of our strategies is our risk to reward ratio. And what we're developing and integrating into the system are enhanced ways to manage the trades. We've learned that getting out of the trades is just as important, if not more important, than where we got in the trade. So more about that in just a few seconds. Let's look at the results. From July 1st, for the month of July, from July 1st to July 30th, the ES on the 5-minute made $2,603 trading just one contract, and that is after commissions. This is the ES equity curve. The one that I'm showing in my slide is this one here at $2,603. And that was from July 1st to July 30th. If I put in the month of August, you can see the consistency here. The equity curve continues to go up. And this is a signal B entry that trades, it starts trading at 11 a.m. Eastern. We have another entry that trades from about 8:30 to 10:30 that looks for reversals. But once the market settles down, this signal B entry on the cash register has been extremely consistent. If I go to my summary on this P&L, oops, excuse me, finding that's not going to be easy. Okay, got it. So if we go to the P&L, what I like to show, because I made a reference to our risk to reward, our average winning trade is $702. Okay, our average winner is $702. Our average losing trade is $116. So it's important to know we're not going to win all of our trades. I always say, listen, if we can get a 40% win rate, we're going to back a Brinks truck up to our houses, to our trading accounts, and load it up with money. Because at a 6-to-1 or a 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio, in this illustration, we only won 20% of our trades. But when we're averaging a 6 or 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio, we have an equity curve that looks like this one and a P&L that looks like that one, trading just one contract. A lot of our members that trade a cash account that don't like trading prop accounts, they ask me, what strategy do I think they should trade a live account with? And I always tell them that ES 5-minute, because it averages 2 or 3 trades a day. It doesn't overtrade. The commissions are very low. And you've got a tremendous risk to reward ratio. So July 1st to July 30th, it was at 2603. We have a new strategy on the ES. It's called our 6U. That's been doing tremendous. From July 15th to August 9th, it's up $3,612. So we've got some really powerful strategies that we're trading on the E-mini, on the S&P 500. I also want to highlight today the Dow. Man, the Dow's been really moving really great lately. Really smooth movements up and down on the Dow. From July 15th to August 9th, trading one contract on the Dow, we're at $2,279. $2,279. This is what the performance looked like. And again, I think the secret sauce is our risk to reward ratio. Our average winning trade is 318. Our average loser is 105. About just under a 30% win rate. So listen, it's not winning a ton of trades, but when it does, they're 3 times higher than our losing trades. So it makes it a lot easier to be profitable. And listen, as future traders, I can't tell you how long I traded and it was the reverse, the absolute reverse. I would get a couple of winners and feeling great and thinking that I'm going to have a big, huge green day, just to pull in a loser and wipe out all the profits from the previous 2 or 3 winning trades. This is in reverse. So the risk to reward ratio is leaned heavily in our favor. $2,279 on the YM. Gopal says that he's completely new when it comes to futures trading. his question was, when I showed a profit of 2,600 for July, how much was the risk? That's a great question, Gopal. For the strategy that you're referring to at 2,600, I believe that was the E-mini. So to trade one contract on the E-mini, one contract requires $1,000 in margin to trade the E-mini. So you want to, if you're trading a live account, you don't want to underfund the account. I would recommend trading with about a $5,000 account to start, minimum, or you could do the micros for about $1,000. But if you started an account with 5,000, you would have been able to make that 2,600 quite easily, trading that ES strategy. So now I gotta highlight the golden nugget. We are at an all-time high with gold. Gold is just extremely volatile, going up and down, these huge moves. And this system is really capitalizing on it in the month of August. Those crazy news reports that we've been getting, first with that huge sell-off we saw, and then with the couple of good reports with CPI and the retail, the retail report, retail sales, gold has just been skyrocketing. Our gold strategy this month is up close to $2,000. Trading just one contract, $1,930 on our gold AI drone. That gold AI drone, this is right off my NinjaTrader 8 platform, and you can see this beautiful equity curve. If I go to my summary on that, we're winning 40% of the trades, and our average losing trade is 128, and our average winning trade is 253. So a 2-to-1 in our favor, and we're having a lot of success in gold right now. So that's what I was mentioning regarding the diversified portfolio. When they're pulling money in or out of gold, it's probably going into one of those index equities. Or there was a big sector rotation out of tech and into the Russell or the Dow that we saw in the beginning of the month. So having this diversity has really paid off for us and our members. So I want to get into also the prop trading aspect of this. Yes, you can trade the system on a live account, and I also have to mention that trading this system on prop accounts, I always refer to it as prop trading on steroids, because this system has the ability to get you funded accounts through really any prop firm that allows for a one-day pass, like for example, Apex. Apex has what they call a one-day pass, where you can pass their evaluation in just one day in one trade. And the way our system works, I'm going to get into it in just a moment, but let me explain what these one-day pass templates are. Prop trading, Gopal, I'm going to send you more information in an email after this event. But I'm going to give you the real short version answer and send you more information. Prop trading for a very nominal fee, let's say about $50, you have an account that you buy from one of the prop firms, let's say a company like Apex, where you can trade a prop account and not put any of your own capital at risk. That's the biggest benefit to trading a prop account. You can never lose more than that $50 that you invested. You can never lose more than the cost of the account. And you have the potential to really, the sky is the limit. The rewards are unlimited. The drawback, the downside, is they make it a little more difficult. Trading was hard to begin with. They've added rules and regulations that make it a little more difficult. So I'll send you some more information. But I want to keep the ball rolling. One of our hottest one-day passes has been crude oil, and we've time optimized this one-day pass, and I'm going to get into the time optimization, which is one of our new features that we're releasing here. But the 1-day pass on crude oil happens to be at 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Why? I don't know. But the numbers don't lie. From July 15th to August 9th, this crude oil 1-day pass has a 50% win rate, a 50% profitable rate. So trading at 11 a.m. on crude oil, you have a 50% chance of taking one trade and passing your prop evaluation and getting a funded account. We have a number of other 1-day passes. We refer to them as ODPs that are also available. We have them on the ES, the NASDAQ, Gold. In fact, all of our strategies have a 30-minute or 1-hour window where it does the best that we've optimized to do the 1-day pass. So prop trading on steroids. So here we go, Ron. Ron asked what we wanted to hear about the new technology. So a lot of you I know have been following the AI AutoTrader, and I see you in today's audience, and I want to really highlight what's new. When Mark Miller purchased the company, he immediately, because of his background in robotics and automation, the main reason he bought the company was he wanted to build an AI AutoTrader. He went into collaboration with really a world-renowned AI development lab. That's my 5-year-old in the background, sorry. So we went into a collaboration with the AI development lab, and over the course of the past 12 months, we've integrated what we call machine learning and now pattern recognition into our trading system. And we started off where we optimized the position of our stops and profit targets. We implemented technology that would dynamically adjust to the market conditions. What I mean by that is, listen, the knock on auto traders has always been that when market conditions change, they go stale. They're no longer effective. They're inconsistent. They do good in one type of market. They do well if the market's trending. But if the market goes into ranging or choppy, it gets beat to death. So with this new technology, this would dynamically change the position of your stop and your profit targets based on the average true range of the market. And what I mean by dynamically is without any of your input as the trader. While you're trading during the session, I think the perfect example is when Jerome Powell's getting ready to do his FOMC minutes at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, the morning before, of the day that he's going to do his announcement, you don't want to go near the market. It's just chopping all over the place. You can't get in a good trade. You get beat to death. But then all of a sudden, after he does his, the minutes are released, the market takes off in one direction or the other, and there's big, beautiful moves and it's a beautiful trending market again. Well, this system picks up on the average true range of the market and will instantly adjust the stop and profit targets while you're trading during the session. And it's all based on the average true range of the market. Well, now we've taken it to the next level. Now what we're doing is we're integrating what we call our automated dynamic trading sessions, where the hours and days of the week are going to automatically or dynamically change while you're trading. Every day they'll be updated dynamically, automatically, and it's all data-driven. The way it works is we have what's called a closed-loop system, and this AI component is a self-learning component that runs in a closed-loop system. And what it does is it will take historical data, and it will find the windows of opportunity throughout the trading session. We have a drone that runs in tandem with a bot. These are both strategies that take trades. The drone we're going to run 24/7, well, really 23 hours a day. During the session break, obviously, or when the market's closed, it's not going to run. But 23 hours, 5 days a week, it's going to run. And it's going to feed the information to a database that's shared with our bot, or the bot that's going to be running on your computer. And it's going to give it up to 3 trading sessions. In my illustration here, it found that in profit window 1, and this was based on 90 trades that it had taken throughout the entire trading sessions over a 2-week period. And we could base it on 30 days, on 45 days, it doesn't matter. The more time we have, the better. We like to use between 15 and 30 days. And what it'll do is it will find the trading sessions it found in this illustration, a profit window with the start time at 4:30 and the end time at 8:30. It made $6,960 in profit during that time. The second window, or the second trading session, is going to be from 10:30 to 11:30 because it made another $2,800 during that over the previous 14 days. The third profit window was at 12 o'clock to 1:30. It made another $2,500. And it will automatically exclude those trading hours that the system just was not profitable. NinjaTrader 8 has really an extremely powerful trade performance metric in it, where you can break it down, the strategy's performance, by the half hour of the day. So to give you an example of how this is going to work, is the drone's performance would look like this. It would be wide open and it would run the full session. The information that it would be feeding to the bot is the 3 windows of opportunity that it does the best. And that's the only time that the system is going to take trades on your live or your funded account. So in this example, it's going to take out these periods of time from 8:30 to 10 or 10:30. It's going to eliminate them. It's going to start trading at 10:30 and stop at about 12 or 12:30. It's going to take a break for an hour for lunch, and then it's going to come back and trade another hour when historically it does well. So it's going to be able to do this not only for the hours of the day, but for the days of the week. And this is something that will be dynamically changed while you're trading each and every day in the strategy parameters. Because if I go to my control center and I go to my strategy, let's just pull one up as an example. What we've done is we've put into the strategy parameters 3 trading sessions. So we can trade up to 3 sessions, and it provides us with the ability to block out those times of the day that just the system gets crushed. Listen, as software developers, it's our mandate to sidestep the losing trades. Sure, we can always pull in winners and randomly take trades, but the true test is being able to exclude the losing trades. And that's our number one job as software developers, especially with automated strategies, and we do recognize that. So with the ability to have up to 3 trading sessions, listen, there might be times in the middle of the night that it takes trades. You know, it's all going to be data driven, and it's all going to be run through this closed loop self-learning machine that we've developed that will dynamically optimize each and every one of your strategies automatically. Automatically, it's going to do all of the heavy lifting for you, which is really going to be a tremendous game changer when it comes to automation in trading. So that's one of the biggest features that we're going to be releasing here in the coming week. The other one is our Candlestick pattern recognition. The chart every day, you know, is has these geometrical candlestick patterns that repeat themselves, and there's certain patterns that have results that come next usually. We found that when you get a bearish engulfing candle and you're in a long position, many times the trades will reverse and reverse on you, and vice versa on a bullish engulfing candle. And there's other candlestick patterns that we found. There's the shooting star and a few others that have a certain reaction. So we're going to start using those as we call them smart exits or smart stops. And we're also going to be integrating those in as a condition for some of our entries. So we also have a candlestick pattern recognition that we've now developed and integrated into the system that will be coming up this coming week. One of the ones that we've been testing, if I come back to my strategy performance, is an account that we've been running on Smart Stop 2 is the account. This happens to be the one. Smart Stop 2 does extremely well on certain hours of the day. On other hours of the day, it just doesn't do well. So we're going to capitalize. To give you an idea, this is over the last 30 days. Over the last 30 days, this one has a candle that's at about $1,500 or $1,600. The next candle is at $1,200, so about $2,800. The next candle is at $873, that's $3,300. And this candle is at about $150. So let's call it $3,300 trading between 10:30 and 1 o'clock over the last month. And that's leveraging our pattern recognition strategy that we're going to be releasing this week. So just under $3,300 in the last 30 days, trading just one contract that's leveraging this new technology. So we've been testing it, and that we really love the way the test results have been coming out. And there were a few minor hiccups that Sergio's working through. And this coming week, these new developments, these new updates will be available to our members. So I want to make a special offer. And I really think that, and I'm going to show you a testimonial. I really don't like showing a lot of testimonials because sometimes when I watch them on other people's webinars, they seem a little cheesy. So I really don't like using them. But, you know, it's also important to see, you know, because when I buy something on Amazon, I always look at the reviews, right? You want to see, hey, what's their experience with it? Should I buy this thing? What's happening with other people that have bought it? So it does have some value. So I'm kind of torn, but I do want to show you just one or two reviews. And we got one from Gary this past week that I think is really important to know. But the special offer, let's get to the special offer. Listen, if you're not very tech savvy, if you have no idea what's going on under the hood, especially with NinjaTrader, fear not. We've got a really talented team. We're going to get on your computer. We're going to do the heavy lifting. We're going to build out your complete workspace. The workspace comes with all of the chart templates that have all of the indicators that the system leverages. It also comes with all of the strategy templates and a special tool. The tool that we developed with the click of a mouse builds your whole workspace. It's like magic. Sergio is a Houdini when it comes to software development. But our team of technicians will share your screen and install it for you if you come aboard. It's important to know that this tech support is ongoing. It doesn't stop after you become a member. It's for the lifetime of your membership. You're going to have our Calendly links, and we're going to meet with you when you click and reserve a time. And it's also important to know that this weekend we are going to continue the special. This is going to be the last weekend, though. I want you to know that. With the new update that's coming out with the smart stops and the pattern recognition and the dynamically changing trading sessions, this will be the last time that we include everything at this price. So we are going to do the full Monty this weekend. The full Monty includes all of the live trading account strategies. It also includes all the prop account strategies that a lot of our members are having tremendous success with. In fact, Mark Miller, the owner, is the payouts he's getting are eye-popping. But this weekend, you will get all of those one-day pass templates. We also have some PA account templates that you will have access to. It's normally a $1,499 value, and those will be included for free. We've got a great Masterclass 2, Masterclass modules, one that goes into depth on each one of the parameters of our strategy. All of the conditions that must be met are gone over in detail. And in module number 2, we teach you how to optimize and build your own automated strategy. And if you come aboard, you'll also have access to our live streams. We do daily live streams on YouTube. YouTube Live every morning at 9:30. Mark Miller and I switch off. This is a very short video of a one-day pass that we did on YouTube Live. The one-day pass is a trade that we've time optimized. We found the half hour of the day that it does the best. On the NASDAQ, it needs 62 ticks, trading 10 contracts. This trade was taken on YouTube Live, and Mark did it on the NASDAQ, trading 5 or 6 evaluation accounts using a trade copier. And he hits the trade here. It goes 62 ticks in our most profitable window out of the trading session, and he makes $18,000 or $3,000 across 6 different evaluation accounts. And we meet every morning at 9:30 on YouTube Live. So the special deal, the special offer, the weekend special, and this is the last time we're going to run this special offer on the lifetime license, includes everything, the full Monty. We have 3 sizes. We have the small, medium, and large. We have the monthly subscription, an annual subscription, and then there's the lifetime access. The monthly subscription, we're discounting $200. It's normally $7.99 a month. With coupon code SAVE$200, it will bring down the price of the monthly to $5.99. My associate Brock is going to put the link in the chat box. So you can click that link in the chat or questions box and you'll be able to see the special offer. The annual subscription to trade the full Monty and receive everything, all future updates for the full year, it breaks down with the special offer to just $200 per month. Normally it's $33.99 for the year. This weekend it'll be $23.99. Let's call it $2,400 for the whole year, which breaks down to just $200 a month. Not bad. Really the best value, and if you have the means, the best value by far. Or if you're somebody that just doesn't like subscriptions, you know, I like to refer to the dentist's office. They say it'll only hurt for a second. It'll only hurt for a second. But listen, you'll be very happy in the long term because our future plans for this AI AutoTrader will blow your mind. So $29.99, we're going to run the 50% off this weekend only. 50% off, $29.99. You'll own the system forever. Just $600 more than that annual lifetime deal. So it's a really great deal. I don't know if I'll be able to get to all the questions because I want to show you one quick testimonial. Gary, we've got a gentleman by the name of Gary that was in YouTube Live, and I got to show you what he wrote. It's very important, especially if you've been looking at another company's AutoTrader. He offered some really good insight. So let me see if I can find it. You will be a part of our Discord chat group. You know, I think there's a tremendous amount of value. There's power in numbers. You know, when you're part of a community to learn what's working, sometimes more important what's not working, so you can avoid those speed bumps. It's very valuable information. We've got a great community of traders that all collaborate and share their results, what's working, what's not working. Simon, just last week, made over $16,000 in profits over 7 accounts in one trading session. So when people ask about the pricing and why the price is this or that, it's putting a value on this is difficult when you have something that provides you with the potential to make $16,000 in one trading session. And with the future developments, it's only going to get more powerful. Suzanne is trading 5 funded accounts. Craig Emery's running Steve in the prime time. It broke a record last week or last month. Had over $9,000 in profits in 1 month. But the one that I wanted to show you was this one. He wrote his last name, so it's no secret. But he was in our Discord on Friday, not our Discord. This was on YouTube Live. And the conversation, and listen, I'm not somebody that really talks about other vendors' products because I don't like when other vendors, throw mud on us. And it's just a dirty, it's a bad habit. And I don't like it. I like to take the high road, and I respect other people that do the same. But what Gary did was he, gave some insight because he had purchased a number of different systems from other vendors. And he wanted to give the heads up to people that, were looking at other auto traders. So the conversation, it started with a gentleman by the name of Michael Edwards was asking, Gary, had tremendous success that day that I didn't show. It's further up in the conversation. But he had a great day. He made, I think, over $4,000 or $5,000 on Friday. And Michael asked him if he's trading a live or prop account. He tells him a prop account. Gary tells him he's very quiet in the room. He's a very humble guy. I happen to know Gary for a long time. But he says he has to give credit where it's due, that there is a learning curve, but once you get it, it's the best. He has losses. Don't think that he doesn't, but they're contained. And then he goes on to say, and he says that other services or other vendors to stay away from. And he mentions 3 or 4 other vendors that he's purchased that he's had bad experience with. But what I like what he wrote is in the very end is he puts us above our competition. So, to me, that's the ultimate compliment. Not that he said that the others that he had problems or whatever, but he put us above. And that's really as a being in this industry, I'm kind of I'm a believer and I'm a spiritual guy, and being able to help other people brings me satisfaction. So I appreciate that, Gary. Thank you for that beautiful comment. Let me just see if I can answer anybody's last few questions. Oh, thank you. Ron said Charles is the best. Speaking of that, speaking of Charles, let me escape out of this real quick. We on Trustpilot, this is kind of like the Amazon reviews. There's one guy, Dean Hanley, and if any of you know the history of Dean Hanley, you know to take that one with a grain of salt. But we have on Trustpilot 95 reviews, 4.5 stars. And if you go on here and read the reviews, really there's review after review that talk great about the AI AutoTrader, of our customer support. Listen, I've talked to a number of members, and some of these other vendors, once you buy their system, they turn into ghosts. You can't find them. So it's important to know that we have tremendous support, and we're getting tremendous reviews from some of our other members. So I wanted to point that out, and we really appreciate those beautiful reviews. That's the comment that Charles wrote. He said, Charles is the best. Paul made over 9,000 on his prop account on Friday. Thank you for all of your help. Congratulations, Paul. Very happy to hear that. I've not seen them. Where are those videos? Charles, those videos, good question. Those videos, if I pull over Discord, those videos, if you go into our server, this is our Discord server. And you go to the training videos, right? The training videos channel. And you will see workshop number 1, module number 1, and module number 2. So we do have some really great training videos. We're going to be making a brand new one with these updates that are coming out. And I'm going to contribute to that video, and we're going to have module number 3 that goes into these new updates. Congratulations again, Paul. Paul made $9,000. In fact, I have a member in the UK. If anyone here is from the UK, I've got a member, Jordan. I see there's a Jordan here. I'm not sure if it's the same Jordan, but Jordan, let's look at this. It was look at the number of his evaluation account. And this is what I'm saying. There's no experience necessary. Marcy proved it. Jordan proved it. In his number 1 evaluation account, let me see if I could find it. This was just this week. He bought it last week, this past week, and the first week he's trading, he passed his second evaluation. So number 2 evaluation, he passed using the ES. He's out in the UK. But here's a guy again that never traded the prop accounts, had no idea what it was. Number 2, he gets 50,000, passes a $50,000 account. Hey, John. I appreciate that. I'm back. Yeah, but listen, I'll send you my calendar as soon as this is over. Okay, excellent. So I think I've answered all the questions. So listen, if you do have any questions, I'm going to be around for the rest of the day. Hoping if the weather cooperates, I'm hoping to go out fishing tomorrow. Let me find my slide deck. But if you'd like to talk, if you have a question or two, and I didn't get to your question today, please put your name and your number in the chat box. Thank you, Al. I appreciate that. Put your name and number in chat. I'm going to give you a call. I'm not even going to have lunch first. I'm going to call you immediately. And really, I want to end with this. If your trading journey, if you've blown out some accounts, if the road to riches has not been what they described. I mean, I remember when I started, my email box was jam-packed. I had to go from a free Gmail to a paid Gmail from all the emails I had. And I didn't even know one existed. But all of those emails telling how quick and easy it was going to be, and I was going to make like 20,000 in the first 10 seconds. Well, it didn't go as planned. If your trading journey was like mine and you've blown out some accounts and you've had some frustrations, if you've gone to bed at night talking to yourself, there is hope. And the AI AutoTrader, I truly believe, is something that has the potential to be a game changer in your trading career. If you'd like to talk, give me a call. My number's up on the screen, or put your name and number in chat. And I want to wish you and your families a blessed weekend. And thank you for your numbers, Abby, Tim, Ed. I'm going to give you a call, Chris. I'll call you in the order that they came in. So God bless you, and the ones that you love. I hope that you have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me on this Saturday. It's been my pleasure talking to you today. And let's go get them next week. I'll be back at it. Come join me on YouTube. I'm going to be trading on YouTube Tuesday through Thursday. Monday and Friday, it's Miller time. Tuesday through Thursday, that's my venue. So I hope to see you there. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Enjoy it. So long. I'm just going to leave the chat up so I can take a screenshot of the numbers.